The continuity of mind. When we talk of causes and conditions, there are two principal types: substantial causes, the stuff from which something is produced, and cooperative factors, which contribute toward that causation. In the case of mind and body, although one can affect the other, one cannot become the substance of the other. Mind and matter, although dependent on one another, cannot serve as substantial causes for each other. This is the basis on which Buddhism accepts rebirth. Most people take the word reincarnation to imply there is something that reincarnates, which travels from life to life. But in Buddhism, we do not believe in an independent and unchanging entity like a soul or ego that survives the death of the body. What provides a continuity between lives is not an entity, we believe, but the ultimately subtlest level of consciousness. According to the Buddhist explanation, the ultimate creative principle is consciousness. There are different levels of consciousness. What we call innermost subtle consciousness is always there. The continuity that consciousness is almost like something permanent, like the space particles. In the field of matter, that is the space particles. In the field of consciousness, it is the clear light. The clear light, with its special energy, makes the connection with consciousness. The exact way in which rebirth takes place has been well illustrated with the following example. The successive existences in a series of rebirths are not like the pearls in a pearl necklace held together by a string. The soul, which passes through all the pearls, rather, they are like dice piled one on top of the other. Each die is separate, but it supports the one above, with which it is functionally connected. Between the dice, there is no identity, but conditionality. There is in the Buddhist scriptures a very clear account of this process of conditionality. The Buddhist sage, Nagasena, explained it to King Milinda in a set of famous answers to questions that the king posed him. The king asked Nagasena, "When someone is reborn, is he the same as the one who just died, or is he different?" Nagasena replied, "He is neither the same nor different. Tell me, if a man were to light a lamp, could it provide light the whole night long?" "Yes." "Is the flame, then, which burns in the first watch of the night the same as the one that burns in the second, or the last?" "No." "Does that mean there is one lamp in the first watch of the night, another in the second, and another in the third?" "No, it's because that one lamp that lights the line shines all night." Rebirth is much the same. One phenomena arises and another stops simultaneously. So the first act of consciousness in the new existence is neither the same as the last act of consciousness in the previous existence, nor is it different. The king asks for another example to explain the precise nature of this dependence. Nagasena compares it to milk. The curds, butter, or ghee that can be made from milk are never the same as milk, but they depend on it entirely for their production. The king then asks, if there is no being that passes on from body to body, wouldn't we then be free of all the negative actions we had done in past lives? Nagasena gives this example. A man steals someone's mangoes. The mangoes he steals are not exactly the same mangoes that the other person had originally owned and planted. So how can he possibly deserve to be punished? The reason he does, Nagasena explains, is that the stolen mangoes only grew because of those that their owner had planted in the first place. In the same way, it is because of our actions in one life, pure or impure, that we are linked with another life, and we are not free from their results.